Hello, everybody. My name is Olivia De La O, and I'm a College Success Advisor here at the Fulfillment Fund. Today, I'm going to go over the Transfer Scholars Program application for you all. I'm going to be very brief, making sure that I give you guys enough information and go through all 9 sections. It is a pretty straightforward application. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your Fulfillment Fund counselor, and they can help you walk through the process. So to start with, the application is due April 30th at the end of day 11:59. So make sure as you're going through that, you're keeping that in mind. So when we do start, we ask you very basic information, right? First name, last name, phone number. I do want to touch upon the email address. So we do ask for a non-LAUSD, non-school related address. And that's because we're not sure how long you're going to have access to that after you graduate. So we want to make sure that we can still communicate with you. So go ahead, you can add a Gmail, a Yahoo, anything else. Just make sure it's non-LAUSD, non-school related. So we go on to ask you if you are a Fulfillment Fund senior. Our scholarships are only open to current seniors who will be graduating this spring. So sorry, juniors, if you're watching this, you can apply next year. We go on to ask you some more demographic information. So pretty basic questions. And then we do go on to ask some more education questions. We want to know your high school name. If it is not on the drop-down list, you can feel free to write it in. And then we want to make sure that you are graduating this current school year. So that's why we ask for your graduation year. The GPA for this application is a minimum 2.0. So we ask for your GPA information as well. And we're looking for that weighted high school GPA. If you're not sure, you can go ahead and get as close as you can. We will be collecting transcripts as well. So we'll be calculating that too. So you can go ahead and get as close as you can if you don't know your exact GPA. Okay, moving on to the 4th section, we do ask you some information about parent education and if you've taken community college classes in high school. So we want to know some more information about that. We do ask information about where you're planning to live in college, on your own, are you staying home, and what term you're planning to enroll. So again, this is for graduating seniors who are planning to enroll in this upcoming fall. We go on to ask some more information about the college that you're planning to enroll in so that we can get a better understanding of our potential applicants and new scholars. The question that asks you whether or not you've completed a college application or met with a community college counselor, you do not have to have that done by the time you apply. It is a great idea to have that done, obviously, but it will not disqualify you from the application if you have not submitted an application yet, or if you've not met with a counselor yet. If you're unsure of any of the questions that we're asking in terms of major or where you're planning to transfer to, again, it's not going to disqualify you if you put undecided or that you don't know. Again, we just want to see our applicants and what their thoughts are at this point. Okay, the 5th section, we do ask you for some activities, up to 2. You don't have to put Fulfillment Fund activities. We keep a track of that. So we want to know outside activities. So if you've worked, that also counts. If you played a sport, if you're in a church group, if you babysit your siblings, all of that counts as activities. So you can feel free to write that in and give some details about your role. This is not the only part of the application. So if you do not have any activities for the application, that is totally fine. You can go ahead and move on to the next section. Moving on, we do ask you for 2 short answers, no more than 350 words each. So we ask that you answer both and that you answer all parts of the question. So this is, again, to get to know you as an applicant and why you would like to be part of our program. So the first question, why did you decide to enroll in community college? Please include all factors that influenced your decision. 2, in order to prepare for transfer, you will need to make sure you use resources on your campus as well as be involved in campus activities. Please talk about specific resources you will use on your campus, what activities you will join, and why. Okay, so those are the 2 short answer questions that are both required. And then we also have an optional COVID-19 impact statement. So totally optional, not scored at all. But if you do feel that COVID-19 did have a significant impact on your education that you feel you need to share, please feel free to do so in this box. In the last section that we ask for you, some documents. So a transcript, if you are not attending one of our partner high schools, then we will ask you to upload a transcript separately. If you are attending one of these high schools on the list, then we will get the transcript directly from your school. Last thing that we ask from you is your student aid report. So whether you applied for the FAFSA or the DREAM Act, we are going to ask you to upload your student aid report. If you need assistance with this or not sure if you have that available, please reach out to your Fulfillment Fund counselor for questions. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much and good luck on the application.